Today we're going to do a standing rib roast on the Weber Kettle. Stick around. Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Todd and this is Greenhorn Barbecue and Beer. Sassy picked up a bone-in, 3-bone standing rib roast the other day, and it's the perfect cut of meat to put on the Weber Kettle. We're going to throw it on there, we're going to sear it, then we're going to pull it off to the side and bring it up slowly. There are all kinds of ways of doing these standing rib roasts. You can call them prime rib if you want. This one is a choice piece of meat, but that's fine because the fact that it came from the primal portion of the cow means it's going to be good, especially when you combine it on a Weber Kettle and cook it just right. You know, sometimes it's all about that technique and the seasoning. So today we're going to be using the Uncle Steve's Shake Competition cow powder. I've had a chance to taste this. It's really good. It's got the typical salt, pepper, garlic. It's got cooked powdered chicken, believe it or not, paprika, and some other really great ingredients on here. It tastes awesome. It's one of our favorite rubs, the line of Uncle Steve's Shake. Go check it out. I'll put a link in the description down below. But before we season it up, I'm going to douse it with a nice little bit of avocado oil to kind of help that seasoning stick. And we really love the texture that the avocado oil produces, especially when you put it on the Weber for so long. All right, guys, as you can see here, USDA choice, about 9.5 pounds, courtesy of Costco. Tap it dry a little bit. I'll probably cook it fat side up for most of its time, except when I'm searing it. I may flip it over a few times. And you know, since I'm going to be direct searing this on the grill grates on the Weber, I'm not going to really trim anything at all. I figure that's going to render away. All right, now that I washed my hands, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my left hand to just put on the oil here. And my right hand is going to be my dirty hand. For the competition cow powder here. And I am not going to skimp at all on this. I'm going to put it on nice and thick. All right guys, so that's just going to sit there and let all those seasonings get all happy with the meat, and I'm going to go outside and get the Weber ready. All right guys, it's going to be a really simple cooking wise. I'm going to take the Weber 22-inch Performer charcoal grill. I'm going to use Kingsford Blue. It's not any particular special kind of charcoal, but what I am going to do is I'm going to be putting chunks of pecan wood down in amongst the coals, and I'm going to light all the coals on fire in the chimney, pour it in there, because that first hour or so of cooking, I really want it to get some smoke. It's not going to be much, but I might as well get what I can. I'm going to be using the grill grates, and on one end of it, I'm going to be searing it and then backing it off to the other side to let that internal temperature come up gradually. Probably looking for about 127 to 130 on the inside. And to get there, I'm going to be using the Smartro dual probe cooking thermometer. You guys have seen us use this before. I've done a review on it, so I'll leave a little link up there for you guys to go check it out and down in the description. And just to make sure that Smartro is telling the truth, I'm going to be using this ThermoPro TP19 instant read thermometer. It's a really handy thing to have around here. I've got the newest one here that's got an adaptive display. It's a very quick read and it's very accurate. So again, I'm going to leave a little link down in the description. You guys can't be without one of these if you're going to do some serious cooking or just some basic backyard Q. Plus, Christmas time's coming up. This makes a great stocking stuffer, ladies. All right, guys, like I mentioned, here's the slow and sear. It's a stainless steel kind of charcoal basket. I've got the pecan lining the bottom here. I'm also going to throw in a few chunks of cherry on the top. Now, what I don't use a lot, but I decided to use tonight anyway, is this water pan here that actually comes out. It's a separate piece. It kind of reduces your quantity of charcoal a little bit, so I'm not going to use as much, but I really want to get some moisture in here because I love rib roasts that are moist. I'm going to use some wax cubes here. Line it on up. Throw that down, let it get started. Now again, I'm not going to use this whole chimney here, but if there's one thing that Kingsford Blue is known for is shrinking once you get charcoal chalky up at the top. It's probably going to drop down about an inch or so. I'm right here, so I fill up a little bit more knowing that that's going to happen. Now because I'm going to be using these grill grates here, I'm not going to be able to get the charcoal above this level here, and that's why I'm putting the wood in first. I'm going to get the charcoal just about the top there. If there's a little bit of room left on the top, I might try putting some of these cherry chunks and shove it in there somewhere, but not necessarily a requirement. So one of the things I didn't mention is I'm not going to put the Smartro meat thermometers in the standing rib roast until after I'm done searing it, because really, and this isn't a reverse sear, you know, it's a frontward sear, so I'm going to sear it first, pull it off to the side, put some more cow powder on there to heal any bald spots, and then let that thing cook slowly. And a little word of advice, I put some really nice hot water into this water trough here. It's up to you, but I figured if the water's already hot, it's going to take less of that energy out of your charcoal and your wood to get it up to temperature. All right guys, so now it's just a matter of time. I got 2 probes in there. I went between the bones and I tried to get them in the center round portion of the rib roast right in the middle. 2's better than 1, so I set them both for 127. At that point, the roast is going to come off. We're going to stick it into a roasting pan, let it sit at least 15 minutes because it's going to keep coasting, and I'm hoping it's going to coast up to about 135, thereabouts. And then we're gonna eat. What you making, baby?
Huh?
What you making?
Oh, cutting up some fancy carrots, and I'm gonna cook these in my air fryer. Some wonderfully seasoned potatoes with my favorite bruschetta. This is such a great blend of spices. And I was gonna put a little bit of this hatch chili that we brought home from.
Let me focus on that. Ooh, yeah, nice.
And on this, I don't know, I was thinking of doing a balsamic vinaigrette on these, but these are going to be good.
Uh-oh, what we got here? A little twisted tea.
A little, yeah, that's my Sunday drink because I got to go to work tomorrow and I can't be hungover.
Can't be hungover? Yeah,
No.
That's kind of bad, huh? Okay, so this is going to go great with that. Rib roast. Oh
Look how pretty these are. I mean, they're so sweet. They're so good.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Let's check this out. Okay. I have not looked at it in a couple hours. Just show you the temperature here. So right there, you know, it's chugging along, just under 350. But I got that exhaust right above the meat, and this is on the far end between the meat and the edge of the lid, right? Okay, so right over here, the Weber one, which is right above where the charcoal is telling a different story, about 450. So that's actually ideally for prime rib to be cooked in the oven for a while. Okay, let's take a look at this bad boy. Guys ready? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Let's get this little instant read here. Okay. 122, that's all right. I'm gonna go over here to this other side. 122, 121. Okay. Let's get a nice view of this. Look at that. Look at that crust. Look at Uncle Steve's shake crust right there. Look at that. And the edge. Doesn't that look so good? Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. I'll let this come up a little bit more. Take it out, cover it up, let it rest for 15. All right, guys. Check this out.
Oh man, baby, that's gorgeous.
Oh, I guess don't need that. Look at that, baby. Ooh. Oh, there's some juice in there. Let me just go ahead and just try to lift this out. The bones, it works great. Look at that.
Oh, you should cut it in that.
Oh my God. My hands are about to get dirty, so I'm gonna put on some gloves. Look at that. Okay, so of course, I cooked this fat cap up. Not really a fat cap, but you know, it had some cap fat. Well, I guess it was a cat fat right here. So I put the bones toward the fire. Okay, it kind of works as a heat sink. Look at that pullback right there on the bones. Isn't that beautiful? That's what you want to see. Okay, you want some pullback here. That Uncle Steve shake just did a wonderful job of creating this bark. The fat protected the top. You know, of course, the Weber, the heat comes right over the top and goes out that exhaust, and that fat protects the meat. Let's look at the bottom. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the bones are just holding it together.
Wait a minute, I need a photo of that, baby. That's
Go ahead, take a photo.
underneath. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful? I just want to take some bread and just sop up this juice right here. Isn't that awesome?
It looks pretty.
All right, so this is great. So I am going to cut open a piece for you folks, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put it over on this side so I can cut right along that bone right there. Okay, because that's the piece I want to get. I want to just cut along the bone and take that piece out. Okay, maybe a little bit in there. There's a bone right there. Oh, there we go. There we go. That is a beautiful prime rib. I'm going to cut off one more piece. Look at that. I've never done this before to a prime rib. I went ahead and give it a shot. I'm going to take this piece right here. Okay, if you got a little parting, look at that. If you're in a nice restaurant, you might ask for a bone-in prime rib cut. Of course, this is a choice.
That's delicious. Okay.
Look at that, guys. I keep calling it prime rib, and I forgot this is actually a choice piece, which is just fine. You cook it up the right way, put it on that Weber, get yourself some Uncle Steve shake, that cow powder, and let me tell you, you can make any choice. Standing rib roast tastes like a prime. Oh man, I'm telling you. Get yourself some rolls too to sop up all that gravy. All right, guys, so thanks a lot for watching. Hey, if you love barbecue, folks, be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the notifications, and hit us up on Facebook, Greenhorn Barbecue Beer Discussions. I want you to post pictures of your holiday meal, your turkey, prime rib, whatever it might be, and we'll see you on the next one.